Why should thorium be used as an energy source? Hello, this video is about the what, how, and why of thorium. I will be discussing thorium and why thorium should be used as an energy source. However, before I get into the more complicated stuff, I'll explain the very basics about thorium. To begin, thorium is Th on the periodic table. It has an atomic weight of 232 and a melting point of 3,182 Fahrenheit, or 1,750 degrees Celsius. It is located to the left of uranium. Thorium itself has a silvery gray color, but when exposed to air it becomes a blackish gray. Thorium was discovered by the Swedish scientist of John Jacob Berzelius in 1828 and was named after the Norse god Thor. Now, how do thorium reactors work? Well, there are 7 types of reactors that use thorium, 5 of which have actually been in service. These 7 are heavy water reactors, high-temperature gas-cooled reactors, boiling light water reactors, pressurized light water reactors, fast neutron reactors, molten salt reactors, and accelerator-driven reactors. Heavy water reactors are the most likely among the reactors to be used in the future and are well suited to thorium fuels. Molten salt reactors are still being designed and haven't been operational yet. These 2 are the main reactors I will be describing shortly. To begin, thorium, unlike uranium, is not fissile, meaning that it cannot be used as a fuel without a buddy, per se. In heavy water reactors, this partner is plutonium, and in molten salt reactors, it is a mixture of molten uranium and fluoride salts. All reactors work by blasting neutrons into thorium-232, creating uranium-233, which is a great energy source. This is because while thorium is not fissile, it is fertile, and upon absorbing a neutron, thorium will create a new fissile fuel material that can be used by humanity. So, in a nutshell, heavy water reactors use recycled plutonium to make thorium fissile and create uranium-233, the thing we use as fuel. The water is used as a coolant and to transfer excess energy away. Now, molten salt reactors use molten fluoride salts as a coolant, dissolving the thorium fuel to be reprocessed into uranium-233 later, separating the waste also created. This is different from the typical prisms, plates, and pebbles that is usually stored in with other reactors. So now we've done the what and the how, now let's do the why. Why should we use thorium as an energy source? Well, first off, thorium is much more abundant than uranium, around 4 times more. It is the 41st most abundant element found in the Earth's crust, and for reference, that's around 6.2 trillion tons of thorium. Thorium also produces substantially less waste than other nuclear alternatives, and the waste produced is less radioactive. Thorium's waste radioactive levels also fall faster than, say, uranium's waste. Since thorium is not fissile, it also has much less potential to be abused and created into nuclear proliferation, like weaponry. You know, the not-so-good stuff. And lastly, because of thorium's aptness for several types of reactors, it is also considered much more dexterous than uranium. Now you may be wondering, if thorium is so much better than uranium, why haven't we been using it? Well, let's begin with the stigma around nuclear energy. Because of the Fukushima and Chernobyl disasters, people often associate nuclear energy with catastrophe that kills thousands of people. This typically prevents nuclear technology from advancing and in turn, thorium alternatives. And this leads to the next problem, the expenses of creating a new type of nuclear reactor. Designing, testing, and even acquiring the licensing to test takes time, effort, and lots of money. And why do that when uranium reactors are already tested and improved? It's as if the saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, was taken to heart. And then there's one more problem of a possible thorium byproduct called thorium-208. If a thorium reactor creates uranium-232, it will decay into thorium-208, which has much more ionizing gamma rays. This makes transportation difficult and therefore very expensive. Now, are these setbacks enough that it should halt research on thorium energy? Personally, I don't think it should, especially if in the long run it proves to be a more efficient, safer alternative to uranium energy. So, to reiterate, thorium has multiple possible reactors like heavy water reactors and molten salt reactors. Thorium has many advantages over uranium like abundance, safety, and fissality. Thorium reactor progression is slow due to the stigma and intimidation of new reactors, but the advantages outweigh the disadvantages enough that thorium should be seriously considered as an energy source in the future. This video was inspired by Sam O'Nilla's video and format. Sources that I use include worldnuclear.org, molten salt reactors and thorium energy textbooks, and various Science Direct journals. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.